Good morning, Miss Han.
Morning, dear. Sorry, I was talking, but I just realized I was muted. I was telling you guys that we're going to start reading this week's story. This is in your literature anthology textbook, so please get that out. All right, on page 182. Page 182 in your literature anthology textbook. All right, and we're just going to wait 2 minutes for everyone to be in the meeting.
Miss page 182. Miss.
Me, 100. Can you hear me?
Yes, page what?
182.
Okay.
I think there's a delay in the. I don't think you hear me as I'm speaking. I think it's delayed. I'm not sure.
No, it's good.
You can hear me now?
Yes. I can hear you. Nobody is entering.
All right. If no, yeah, just two more have joined.
Yes, we are in the first session. Was 20.
Yeah, there's only 14 now. Again, guys, if you have your group, you can maybe send a message to let people know we are going to start. All right, so this week's story is called They Don't Mean It. What genre are we reading this week?
Realistic fiction.
Realistic fiction. All right, and what are the characteristics of realistic fiction? We are reading about people who could exist in real life, and we're reading about settings that could exist in real life, events that are not real but could be. Okay, so is everybody on the page in their textbook?
Yes.
Or is it clear? I feel like this page is blurry.
No, bro, something. It's good.
It's okay? All right. Okay, so volunteers to read. We're going to read, and I'm going to stop you to point out important things. Guys, as a reminder, again, we do not have a reading test on Sunday. So this is just for practice, to practice the vocabulary. There's no reading test on Sunday. Yes.
Spelling test on Thursday?
It's not a test, it's a spelling activity.
Like,
all right?
A spelling test?
Just like a practice.
So it's an activity, but does it have marks?
I'm sorry?
Does it have marks? Like it will affect our grade?
Marks that you completed it, yes.
Okay. Not completed because I'm empty.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to let you guys read the order. The spelling sheet. Okay, guys, listen. I have no way to access Smart School, so I'm looking for a solution. The spelling sheet, I'm going to simplify it for you because it was not uploaded. It was not uploaded on Sunday, but my most important thing now is getting the project up for you, and I have no access to Smart Schools, but I've contacted someone, and hopefully we will be able to fix the problem. Okay. So today,
you can tell everything about the project on Zoom.
I could, but I want to upload the sheet for you guys. I want to upload the sheet because you need to print it and complete it.
Yes, it's actually better.
You need to complete the flow chart.
Yes.
All right. After the meeting, inshallah, I will find a way to get it up for you. Okay. Because if you guys noticed, I had posted things on Smart Schools, and you guys said you didn't see it, but it showed for me that it is visible. So sometimes I have to remove it and repost it again, but for some reason, nothing is showing to you guys. All right. After the meeting, I will fix it. Don't worry. Okay, they don't mean it. All right, we're going to read about two different cultures, how two friends from different cultures learn a lot about each other. Okay, in the order of
Excuse me,
those,
Miss.
yes.
Miss, so on Sundays and Mondays homework, can we send it today? If you send it today, because it's still not visible for
Of
me.
course, yes, of course. And Sunday and Mondays isn't visible for you?
Yes.
Guys, did you see Sunday and Monday's homework?
I did.
Yes,
I
I
did
did
too.
see it.
It
I'll
should
check
be there.
again today.
Only. I did
It
see it.
should be there. Please, Shlok, send me a
I did.
screenshot of your screen. Show me what it shows, what shows
I'll
for you,
check again.
because you should have them.
I'll check again. You maybe
Okay.
fixed it. I'll check again.
Check after the lesson and let me know. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys read in the order of the hands raised. All right, the first paragraph, Aysel. Second paragraph, Kenzie. Third, Abdurrahman al-Tanahi. Fourth, Yasin al-Sadat. And the last one, Habiba. Okay? Please raise your voice, guys, and follow along.
5?
There are 5 on the first page, yes.
Okay. In the literature anthology, yes?
Literature anthology, yes. Okay, Aysel, are you ready?
Yes, our family moved here from China 2 years ago, and we thought we were pretty well adjusted to American ways. So my parents decided to give a party on Chinese New Year and invite some of our American friends.
All right. Thank you. Continue, please, Kenzie.
Okay. When we first came to the United States, we had a hard time getting used to the different costumes, but we gradually learned how things were done. We learned American table manners. For instance, we stopped slurping when we ate soup or ramen noodles. At least we didn't slurp when we were with other Americans. When we ate by ourselves at home, we still sneaked in a juicy slurp every now and then.
All right, thank you. What does it mean to slurp your soup? Of course,
Like
this
to
is
do like sound, like to like suck it in.
yes, to make a like this when you suck the soup. All right, this is bad table manners. At least it is in America, but in China, they this is normal to slurp your soup. So they had to stop this habit when they were in America because people probably looked at them like this is bad manners. Why are you slurping your soup like this? Many people also slurp tea, right?
Yes.
Yeah, is it considered bad manners though, or is it considered okay in Egypt?
Bad
I think it's bad manners. It's bad manners. But in
For
China,
me,
this
it's okay.
is okay. All right. So here it says, at least we didn't slurp when we were with other Americans. So when only the Chinese people are, so when this Chinese family is at home, they slurp sometimes. All right.
I don't
Okay.
slurp.
No, it's not. It's a very bad habit. Okay. Third paragraph.
Me.
Go ahead.
Mother stopped complimenting people here on how old and fat they looked. She learned that America's thoughts being old was pitiful, and that being slender was beautiful.
All right. Slender means,
Beautiful.
but what does slender mean?
Amazing.
Slender means skinny. Okay. So when this family came from China, apparently in China it's a compliment. So it's a nice thing to tell somebody you look old and fat. Can you imagine? Can you imagine meeting someone and saying, "Wow, you look so old," right? As if it's a compliment.
What?
Wow, you look so fat today. You are beautiful, right? This is not a compliment in America. I think the same in Egypt. It's not. They don't see it as a compliment. If you tell them this, they will be very insulted, and they probably will not speak to you again. So this is
Yeah.
something that they had to learn when they came to America. We do not compliment people on how old and fat they are. All right. So you can say, oh, you lost so much weight, you look skinny. This is acceptable in America, but to tell them you look very fat, this is not a compliment. All right, next paragraph, Sadet.
Father's English pronunciation was improving. He used to have trouble with the consonant R, so instead of left and right, he would say left and right. Since he's a professional musician, making correct sound was important to him, and he practiced until he mastered his art. Now he can tell me to pass him the crispies crisply.
The Crispies crisply, like Rice Krispies. Okay, Habiba, can you read the last paragraph?
Sure, I worked hard than anybody during the war came, and I even kept a little notebook with a list of English expressions. One of my favorites was "It's raining cats and dogs." I even adopted an American name, Mary. I knew my friends from school would have a hard time with my Chinese name, Young Me. So now I'm Mary Yang.
All right, so she adopted an American name, Mary, because it's difficult to pronounce her name, so they call her Mary Yang at school. All right, so so we see we've only read one page, and we see how different the culture in China is from the American culture. They have different table manners, they have different customs. It's not uncommon for people in China to slurp their soup. This is okay. It's a compliment in China to tell someone they are old and fat, right?
Miss,
Yes.
it's different cultural things.
Yes, they are different cultural things. That's right. Okay. There's another example in Chinese culture. It is acceptable to hold a rice bowl while eating it instead of putting it on the table. Right?
okay.
Table manners. No, but to hold it up when you're sitting on the table, to hold the bowl and eat from it. This is not common.
Your hand?
Yes, hold it with your hand. To hold the bowl and eat from it when you are sitting at the table. This is.
I do it sometimes when there is
Bad
no
Are
manners.
these
place on the
manners or
table.
kids?
This is considered bad manners, I think. Yes.
Yes, Miss,
But
I
in
do
China,
it.
this is
I do it.
acceptable.
Miss, I do it when there is no place in the table.
Exactly. If there's no place on the table, or if you are sitting on a couch, or if you are sitting on a chair without a table, then you can hold your bowl and eat from it. But to sit on the table and then hold the bowl, this is something that they
Not
only do in
acceptable.
China. Okay.
Not acceptable.
So look at look at the photo. Here we see the family eating and enjoying one another's company. Okay. So which one do you think is Yang Mei or Mary
The
Yang?
girl that wears blue.
The girl
girl
wearing
that wears
blue.
blue.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Yellow, you think yellow, you
No,
think
blue.
blue? We'll see. Okay. All right, so now let's see. On page 184. Okay, Shlok, you can read.
Miss, can I
Then
tell you
Amr.
something?
I'm sorry?
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
When I drink the soup, I get the bowl from the table and drink the soup because when I drink it with the spoon, it will be so sweet.
You feel that it doesn't end.
Yeah.
You feel what?
That it doesn't end.
Is that what you said, Yasin? I can't hear you.
When I drink the soup, I get the bowl in my hand and drink it because when I get it with a spoon, I think I will sit. Uh,
For a
it
long
will be
time?
so slow. Yes.
Yes.
It will
But
never
Yasin,
end.
if you are invited to someone's house, will you do this, or do you do this only in your home?
I will do this with a spoon, of course.
With the spoon, right? So this is what they're saying, that they slurp when they're at home because they're at home, they are comfortable, but when they are in the presence of other American families, or when they go out, they do not do the slurping. I know, but I'm comparing it to your slurping. Do you understand? I'm comparing it as if it is the same. So just like you hold the bowl because you are comfortable at your house, they slurp at home, right? But of course they will not slurp in public, just like you. You will use the spoon if you have to, but when you are comfortable and relaxed in your home, you can drink from the bowl, no problem. Of course, I do this also when I'm in my house.
Miss, I
Yes.
wanted to ask you something. In America, does people really call cops when they found a high voice?
Do they?
Or
Maybe. Yes.
Because in Bursaid, was the people in Egypt they can't make.
They will call the police every day, every hour.
yeah, the noise. If people had noise,
Yes,
they
if the
call the
noise is
police.
excessive, they can, yes. Okay, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Let's go ahead and continue reading. Yasin, I can't make out what you're saying. Your voice is far. It was okay when you were telling me about the soup, but now I can't hear you. Okay, so I want Shlok to read the first paragraph here on 184, then Amr, then Hamid,
Miss,
and then Yasin Douin. Okay?
Miss, we will still read 10 pages.
Shlok, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, miss.
Okay, go ahead and read on 184.
I really believe that our family had adjusted completely. We had even joined in the celebration American holidays such as Independence Day, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, and the New Year, Western New Year. That is my parents decided to show our American friends what Chinese New Year was like.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Amr, can you continue reading? Are you there? Okay, Hamid,
Yes, miss.
can you read Chinese New Year, which falls?
Yes, miss. Yes.
Where were you, Amr? Okay, you can read the next paragraph, okay?
Okay,
After
because
Hamid.
I had lagging, I can't open my mic.
Okay, go ahead, Hamid.
Chinese New Year, which falls in late January of early February, and is sometimes called the Lunar New Year because it's based on the phase of the moon. It doesn't always fall on the same day in the solar new moon. Of course, after the
Occurs
winter
after the winter solstice.
solstice, or the shortest day of the year. Anyway, in Chinese, it always called the Spring Festival because by that time you're pretty tired
You're pretty
of
tired?
winter, and you are looking forward eagerly to spring.
Okay, thank you. Amra, continue.
Yes, miss. In China, we celebrate the New Year by setting off firecrackers, and we were delighted when we learned that firecrackers were also set off here in Seattle, Chinatown at New Year.
All right, thank you. Continue, read the next paragraph, but eating, because this one was short.
Okay. But eating special foods is the most important part of the celebration. So a week before the party, we helped mother to shop and cook the special New Year dishes. We had to serve fish since the Chinese word for fish is yu, which sounds the same as the word for surplus. It's good to have a surplus of money and other values.
All right, thank you. What is a surplus? When we have a lot of something, when we have a big amount of something. Okay.
So
Yes.
if I have a big amount of
Yes,
fish,
yes.
it's called surplus.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll read.
Yassine Douani, please read the last paragraph. Thank you, Amr.
Mother admitted that living in America for 2 years had made her soft, and she no longer felt like killing a fish with her own hands. These days, she bought dead fish, but she always apologized when she served it to our Chinese guests. When we first came to America, Mother used to keep live fish in the bathtub because that way she knew the fish would be fresh New Year party. She bought a dead fish, but at least she went to a special store in Chinatown where they had live fish and killed it for you on the spot.
Okay, thank you. So she says that she used to keep the fish in the bathtub until it was time for her to cook it. Then she would take it out and kill it, but she no longer felt like killing the fish with her own hands because she has been living in America, and she does not do this since she moved to America. All right. So what she does is she goes to the guests. Can you imagine going to someone's house and being served fish, and then somebody says to you, and then the person serving it says, "I'm sorry, but this was a dead fish. I didn't kill it by myself." This is very strange, right? So she bought a dead fish.
How can they do that?
How can they do what?
So
What do you mean?
they go to other people to say for them, kill for me the fish?
No, she buys the fish. She buys the fish like we buy fish. We don't buy the fish alive. Right?
Yes.
We don't buy them. We don't buy live fish. We buy dead fish, but it is fresh and we cook it and we eat it. But she needs for the fish to be just killed right before it is cooked, so that it's considered fresh. So she apologizes to the guests. I'm so sorry that I did not kill the fish myself. I'm sorry that I'm serving you dead fish.
But what's the problem?
There is no problem, but this is a Chinese tradition that it is nice to serve your guests very fresh fish that you killed yourself.
It's in the real.
This is what they do in China, yes. She is saying that she used to keep the fish alive in the bathtub until it was time to cook. Then she would take it out and kill it herself, so it would be very fresh.
Oh my God!
So she apologizes because she feels like she is giving her guests something that is bad, or something that she could have made something nicer for them.
Miss, they will have all the blood, the fish, and how they will eat it.
Of course, she will clean it.
Yes,
will clean it, but of course, something that is killed right before you cook it is fresher than something that has been sitting. Right?
Don't your mom clean the fish before you eat it?
What?
I said, don't your mom?
In both cases, you clean the fish.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand? In both cases, you clean the fish. So the mother thinks. One second, Abdurrahman. The mother thinks that it is better to wait until before you are ready to cook it.
Miss, so and this is good or bad? This is better than what we do.
Chinese tradition. This is Chinese tradition.
Yes. No. Now I'm asking. This is better than what we do.
Of course, it is fresher to eat fresh fish. But of course, we do not kill anything with our own hand. We don't kill the fish with our own hands. It's
Yes.
not something that we do, but it is tradition in China. Okay. 1 second, guys. My mouse is freezing. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Yassine. All right. So here we see that there are two different holidays we celebrate, or in America they celebrate Western New Year, but in China they celebrate Chinese New Year, which is based on the phases of the moon. Okay, whereas Western New Year always starts on January 1st. Okay,
The Lunar New Year.
the lunar, yeah, based on the lunar calendar. All right, so we know that the Yang family has made many changes to adjust to the American customs, the American manners, language. But do you think that the family has adjusted completely? Do you
Nope.
think
No.
there are still some Chinese habits that they have and that they like to preserve? And so here her family decides to do something for the American friends. What is it? What are they going to prepare?
They're going to their New Year's in China. How it
Excellent, excellent. So they are going to invite the American family to the American friends and families to a Chinese New Year celebration to show them what their holiday is like. Okay, thank you. Let's see, Amgad, can you read? We're on page 185 at the top.
For our New Year dinner, we also had to have noodles. We normally eat noodles on birthdays because the long strands stand for long life. Why noodles on you of having your own special
Why noodles
birthday?
on New Year then? Because in the old days, you skipped a line here.
Everybody's birthday was on New Year's Day, no matter what day you were actually born on.
Okay, Hannah Halawa, can you continue reading? Thank you, Amgad.
Yeah. The New Year's dish that involves the most work is the 10 vegetable salad. Mother tells us that each of the 10 vegetables is supposed to promote health, and eating it on New Year makes you healthy for the whole year. I can understand why some of the vegetables are healthy. Things like carrot, bean sprouts, and cauliflower, which have lots of vitamins, but the salad also includes things like dried mushrooms and a uh,
And a kind
a
of
kind of
lichen.
lichen. When I asked mother why they were supposed to be healthy, she thought a bit and then admitted that she always included those ingredients because her mother and grandmother always included them.
All right, thank you. Okay, so the New Year dish that takes a lot of time, they're making something called the 10 vegetable salad. They don't know why this is a tradition that they make this 10 vegetable salad every New Year, but they do it because her mother, so her mother and her mom's mom and the grandma, all of them included this in their Chinese New Year dinner. Okay, and so they say that it makes you healthy for the whole year when you eat this salad. This is something that they believe. All right, Malak, can you read the next paragraph, please? I'm sorry?
We won't finish the story because
No, we won't finish the story,
we won't
probably.
finish the story.
Yeah, but it's okay. We will complete it tomorrow. On the plan, I have it for 2 days in case we don't have time.
Okay.
Miss, will we only read the half of the story today?
today we will read, yes, the first half of the story. More than half.
Only?
Yep, that's all we're doing today is reading the story. And it's taking us time because we're stopping and explaining.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Go ahead, Malak. Malak is not there. Okay, Mamdouh. Mamdouh, are you there?
Miss, I'm here.
Malak is here. Okay, Malak, can you read the next paragraph?
So we got to work. We had to soak the dry ingredients. We had to wash the fresh vegetables and slice them up into thin strips. In addition to all the cooking, we vacuumed every room thoroughly
Thoroughly?
since we wanted to start the new year with a really clean house. Mother said that we had to do the cleaning before New Year because doing it on the day itself was bad luck. It was believed that you'd sweep out good fortune together with the dirt.
Okay, so this is something that is part of Chinese tradition also, that you should finish all of the cleaning before the new year begins. All right, because so they believe that you sweep out the bad luck. Okay, and if you wait until the day of New Year, then you are going to sweep out the good luck that came with the new year. You're going to sweep it out with the bad, with the dirt. Okay?
Miss,
Yes.
was Mary Yang the blue or the yellow?
Mary Yang was the girl in it looked like she was wearing blue, but here it seems it's a purple shirt. So this is her right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
All right. With all the cooking and the cleaning, I was exhausted by the time our guests arrived at our house for the New Year party. Okay. So how does the Yang family adjust? Look here at the bottom. How does the Yang family adjust to American ways and still keep Chinese customs? What are some of these? What are some examples that we read? How do they adjust to the American ways while still keeping their Chinese traditions? Who knows?
I know.
Okay, Amr, how?
Miss, Miss, it means the question means how. Miss, can you say what the question means? Because I didn't understand it.
No, Miss, can you say the question again, please?
All right, so it says at the bottom, how did the Yang family adjust to the American ways while still keeping their Chinese
So,
tradition?
Miss, what does it mean to adjust?
To change, to be to fit in America. All right, so we know that
So,
the
Miss,
Yangs
like slurping.
slurping. All right, so they eat their soup differently when they are at home. When they are not at home, they do not slurp.
Yes.
Mary changes her name. All right, so she's being called Mary, but her real name is Ying Mei. They call her Mary at school so that it's easy for them to pronounce it. The family celebrates American holidays, but they also celebrate their Chinese holidays. They cook traditional foods and they prepare them the same way that their ancestors did.
They try
Right?
to make like the American people.
But they still maintain their Chinese culture.
But they still have some Chinese culture.
Yes. The mother still cooks the fish, but she buys them dead. She doesn't do like she did in China. She doesn't kill it herself. Okay. Let's see who has not read. Reem, would you like to read?
Miss, if we read, should we lower our heads?
Where are you, Miss?
We are on the first paragraph. We just turned the page to 186. First paragraph.
Okay. The first of our goods to arrive were the eggs.
a Chinese American family, Paul English.
Paul
Their,
Ing. This is his
Paul,
name.
their son in eldest brother's class. Paul and second sister were beginning to be interested in each other's role through events we didn't notice. I was glad the second sister had finally thrown away her Chinese clothes shoes. They had developed big holes, and we could see her toes wiggling round inside. Tonight, she was wearing a new pair of sneakers Shell bought with her babysitting money. The Omiras arrived next. Came Omira was my best friend's school, and we'd been at each other's house lots of times. The last to arrive were the Con- Con- Connets. My youngest brother's best friend was Matthew Connor, who was a really good violinist and look lessons for my father. Happy New Year,
Okay, thank you,
Sprout.
dear. Thank you. Let's
You
stop here. Thank you. Okay, so here we see the different families that are coming to eat at the New Year's dinner. We see the Ings, they are Chinese American.
Miss, what does it mean, Chinese American?
Like somebody who is American Egyptian. They have two nationalities. Probably their
So
mother
Miss,
is
we don't
Chinese
we
and
take
their
Miss
father
we take
is
in social we take in social American Indians, and then I don't understand what is American Indians.
American
People
Indian.
that from America. I don't know why are they American, but they are from America.
Look, guys, here in this case, this is this if it says Chinese American, this means that they are it is a Chinese who married an American. Okay, so the mom and dad, one is American, one is Chinese. And so their children become Chinese American because they are of a mixed nationality.
So Miss, American Indians.
American Indians are the first people to arrive that came to the United States.
So Miss, why they are calling them Indians? I don't understand.
I know.
I think because they look
This
like
was used because no. This is a long story. We can discuss this after, or you can also ask your social studies teacher. But it had to do with Christopher Columbus. When the people came to America, there was a misunderstanding. But this is getting us off topic. Okay.
Venezuelan American African.
Here, what you need to know: Chinese American. So, for example, I am American Egyptian. If I'm American Egyptian, this means that one of my parents is American, one of my parents is Egyptian. Okay, so these are a Chinese American family. I need someone to please read
Nationalities.
next. They have two nationalities, exactly. The children have two nationalities. Okay.
Miss, can I read?
Guys, sorry, it says less than 1 minute. The meeting is going to shut off. So where will we start? Tomorrow we will go over, so we stopped at Happy New Year Sprout, but of course we're going to talk about the Omiras first. If you guys have questions, let me know, and check Smart Schools. Hopefully the problem is fixed now, and I'm going to try to upload everything for you. Tomorrow,
Miss, and also
complete the
American
story.
Africans. And
African
also
American.
American Africans.
Just say
Please check Smart Schools, guys. Don't forget, okay?
Okay, I check it every day.
me too.
Okay, guys.
Bye.